This is Scott Werner. I'm, a previous MD. Now I'm doing better things. I'm on YouTube and Facebook Live for a specific purpose today to encourage everybody who can to go to the 5D events down in at the LAX Holiday Inn, November 16th through the 17th. David Farman is in charge of this. He has to make a big payment so that he can have the event today. And so I'm doing this out of the goodness of my heart. I'm not even speaking at the event, but these events are absolutely amazing. It's a co-creating a new humanity is the main statement of the event. It's a Biomed Expo, and it is going to be amazing. I'm going to tell you some of the guests. The speakers in LA are going to be absolutely amazing. There's always amazing people there. That's why I like going to these things is the people are so in tune with what's going on our planet, and they are very able to know. Now, the event itself starts, 2 weeks from today. Excuse me. It's only a week from today, but it's Saturday and Sunday, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. For some reason, my internet isn't working on this other computer, so I can't tell you exactly the speakers, but they're going to have just so many amazing people. I love the people who attend these. And David Farman, the tickets are very reasonable for who you are seeing. Literally, for one person, it's $149, but if you get two tickets at once, it's only $199. So the one person gets in for $50. Well, or you can just say both of you for $99. But he needs at least $4,000 to keep the event on the schedule. So we need to get at least 40 people signed up today. So if you're even thinking about going to have a weekend where you can learn things that will just blow your mind and make you happier, make you healthier, make you know the future is going to be better. I get on the Goldfish Report, which is on YouTube, and I just did number 402 with Louisa, and we talked about how we are going to shift the planet in a more conscious way. Now, it's not becoming a socialist state because socialism just enslaves us even more. It will tax the hell out of us, and none of us will be happy because we've experienced freedom here in the United States up to this point. But what's happening in the United States is there's a big movement, and people are listening to this movement because they've done the 8 Rules for Radicals, which is a book that was written by a socialist, communist sort of guy. And they are following all those rules. And the number one way you control people is controlling the healthcare. They want to do healthcare for everybody, but it's a Medicare. Now, let me tell you, there's one thing wrong with that is that anytime the government takes charge of something, it becomes a bureaucracy. And the people who work for these systems have literally jobs for life. And they get to the point where they just don't care. And I'm not saying everybody, there's a lot of really good people working in these systems, but they're so bureaucratic, the paperwork is just inundating. I've worked in private hospital systems and I've worked in government hospital systems, and the paperwork and everything that kept us from being able to treat the patients who you think that's who you're there to treat, but actually there is so much going on that keeps you from patient care, that it's not a good system. The private hospitals give much better care. You hear these complaints, but let me tell you, one of the reasons President Trump started doing the VA and allowing payment outside of the VA system was because the VA system just wasn't handling and taking care of the veterans like it needed to. And so he authorized payment to other systems, which actually work better. Believe it or not, the free market system develops things and treats things in a much better fashion. And if we become socialists, we'll lose that free market system, which is crazy. And, the new human movement, we are going to be taking better care of each other through our ideas, through new solutions to things, new inventions. The reason America became one of the most powerful nations on the planet and the most innovative nation on the planet was because we are free to bring those ideas to fruition. And let me tell you, they're going to talk about some of this stuff at at the LA event coming up. And I'm really pleased to tell you that I wholeheartedly support you going to these events. Education is so important. Now, the education we're receiving in our school systems is predicated on the federal level, and it is socializing our children. That's why so many millennials are believing in socialism, is because they don't really understand the government of the United States and our Constitution, our rights, the Bill of Rights. All of these things actually free us to create and do better things. And the thing that we're having happen is the events that are happening, going on in the government currently, they're just trying to get rid of our free agency, get rid of the current government. And the current government, believe it or not, I've been to many, many places on the planet. Our government and living in the United States is still the best in the world, even though we are complaining more. But at least we have the right to complain. All in other countries, you complain, they just kill you or put you in prison and they're done with you. And their prisons are worse than our prisons. And so, it's one of those things where we need to appreciate who we are, where we're at. And let me tell you, these events, David, here there's 40 million people living in Southern California, plus, a lot of other people living there. And the thing that is amazing to me is all we need is 40 people to buy tickets and this event will go on. And if we don't support it, we're going to lose amazing events like this. These are people, scientists, medical doctors, alternative medical people, amazing energy healers, and they're going to show up, but they're not going to have a conference if we don't get at least 40 people buying tickets out of 40 million. I'm sure there's 40 of you there in the LA area who can buy tickets today. You go to the number 5D, as in dog, events, and you have to have the S on the end, .com, that you will be able to help get this knowledge out there. And let me tell you, it's amazing. Last one we had in Las Vegas, Randy Kramer was there. He's a 20 and back secret space program, previous Marine officer, and amazing things. I believe he's going to be at this one down in LA. I don't have my thing on, but I looked at all the speakers and they are amazing. Even if you attend just one, it's worth the $40. I mean, we're paying $20 to go to a movie, and it's not even real. But this is real stuff that you can learn about what's going on the planet. You can learn to heal yourself. You can learn what's actually uh, the best thing to do currently in our lives. And I love these events. And please just get on, buy a ticket, even if you just go on and donate so that David can get the money to the hotel because he's got to get $4,000 to him today. And, literally, if 40 of you buy $100 tickets or make $100 donation, his life is, he's just freaked out. He called me up last night. He said, Scott, you have some money you can give so we can put on this event, and I've got some other things going on in my business that's created a problem with cash flow right now. So I don't have any money, but I don't even have money to go down and attend this, but I would love to attend it. It's only 400 miles away down in Los Angeles near the LAX airport. Well, it's right there, in the hotel there. And it's a great place to be. And let me tell you, I wish I was going. It's going to be at the LAX Holiday Inn Hotel, November 16th and 17th, 2019. I may or may not be able to go to the one in Las Vegas. It's a lot closer for me. But let me tell you, you people down in LA, you need to go to this. This will be the best $100 you've spent. And if we can get 40 of you to sign up, it's going to go on. If we can't, David's just, at wit's end, wondering where he's going to get the money to put this on. So please either make a donation or buy a couple of tickets, and you will not regret it. It's going to be the best weekend you ever spent. You're going to learn more. You're going to be able to understand things better, and you will enjoy it. Thank you so much for listening. I'm not going to keep ranting, except that I've attended 4 of these events and spoke at all 4. And let me tell you, it was some of the best time I spent. I met amazing people and I learned amazing things. I already learned amazing things because I'm associated with St. Germain and the Ascended Masters. And we're actually doing a program where we're mentoring, but St. Germain had me put all of the mentorings on the internet on YouTube. So you go to youtube.com and sign in Scott Werner and then space fall, F-A-L-L, space mentoring. And it will take you to all of these videos that I've made mentoring people for the ascension, getting us ready to wake up humanity and get humanity ready for what's coming. We are actually going to go through an evolution. And that's why, the cabal is trying so hard to stop us because they want to keep control of the planet. But this planet belongs to a free, enlightened humanity, not a bunch of slaves. And what they're trying to create is their own power. They don't want to give up their power, and they want to consolidate the entire world through Agenda 21, through the United Nations, signed into law by George H.W. Bush, and it's been pushed for the last, 40 years. And their goal is to take control of humanity by 2030 and literally turn us into robots and slaves. And they're going to reduce the world's population down to 500 million, which means they're going to kill off 6 billion plus of us in order to be able to control humanity better. Now, this is not a good plan. This is a plan of enslavement. It's a plan of control and power. We need to free the world and free humanity so that we can expand our consciousness into love consciousness and become an enlightened world with an enlightened government and enlightened uh, ways of developing ourselves, because that's the only way we're going to progress. When we're enslaved, we get stifled and stopped in our progression. But when we're free, we can actually evolve and become more loving, kind people. So thank you for listening today. Please make a donation or buy a ticket to the Los Angeles Alchemy event, the 5devents.com. Remember to put the S on. I kept forgetting to put the S on the end of the 5D event, but it's 5D events, plural.com. So thank you for listening, everybody. I hope you have a great Friday. I know that I've done my job now for David, and hopefully, 40 of you, just if you have a little inkling to go buy a ticket or at least make a contribution, this is an important event that needs to be done, and people need to be aware of it. And I hope all of you attend it. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.